Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. You showing up now at this moment in time makes me think you like magic tricks. See, I'm a mentalist. I can read your thoughts. So yeah, doing magic reviews here on the channel. If you're new, if we haven't been formally introduced yet, hello, my name is David, and I have a magic review channel. I review magic tricks. I'm very fortunate, very blessed to have magic companies and magicians send me tricks so that I can review them for you. I open the box, admittedly, and tell you exactly what your money gets you. When I was a kid, I used to get all my magic from this .com that's no longer around. And they went under because of how they treated their customers. But I used to buy a lot of garbage. I bought a lot of garbage because they would just pummel stuff at me and just tell me how awesome things were. And of course, I was a kid, so I was just, you know, shelling away my paper route money. That's right, I had a paper route. And then I would get it in the mail. I'd be so excited to get it. And then it sucked. It sucked. And I felt like I just would lose my money. And so it really left a bad taste in my mouth. I started this channel so that you would never have that experience. I tell you exactly what you get, exactly what your money gets you. I give you the good and the bad. If you appreciate that, like this video. Like this video, hit the subscribe button. Those things are free. You know what? You can show your appreciation to me for free. You don't have to buy a t-shirt. I'm not even pushing t-shirts, okay? You don't have to buy a t-shirt. You don't have to become a member. You don't have to do any of that. You can support me and show your appreciation and your thanks for $0, okay? I ask nothing from you, all right? So please hit that. But if you are into it, there is now a new way to say thank you to your YouTube creators, okay? And that is with the super thanks button. Have you seen this? Have you seen the super thanks button? They gave it to my channel. I've had it for a couple of weeks now. Nobody has used it yet. Nobody has used it yet on my channel, but I don't know. So down there below, it says super thanks, and I think there's a $sign and a heart. So I think they're letting you know, hey, if you hit the super thanks button, it's gonna cost you money. But for those of you who are like, I'm not buying a shirt, I'm not joining the channel, but you still wanted to show your support or you still want to say thank you in some way, you can click that super thanks button and maybe try to think of something I can do. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something for those people that hit the super thanks button. I don't know yet. I'll have to come up with something. Are we doing a magic review here or are we just going to talk? Get to the magic, funny man. All right. Today we're going to look at the Neural Miracle from Phill Smith. If you watch my channel for any amount of time, you know I'm in love with Phill Smith. I am. I'm in love with him. I'm in love with his beard. As a mentalist, as a creator, as a author, as a deck designer. I mean, he did make the DMC Elites, which is one of the best hidden marked deck out there. I love Phill Smith. I follow him on all the social media. I follow him on the interwebs. And saw this pop up. It was a Kickstarter. So the Neural Miracle was a Kickstarter he put out. And I was just like, take my money, right? And I got it in the mail a couple weeks ago. And I talked to him a little bit about how do you want to, do you want to do this review? And are you going to make this available to the public? Now he is. He is making this available to the public. You can now buy this trick. So if you didn't back the Kickstarter, you didn't miss out. You can go visit miscellaneousmiracles.co.uk and you can purchase this for $42 American, I believe, and you will get a deck of cards and you will get an NFC bracelet. What's going on? All right, so the Neural Miracle, what is it? It is the combination of a marked deck of cards, fully marked, beyond marked, like crazy, oh my goodness marked, and a NFC reader bracelet that you can modify to really make it be any sort of prediction. So, we've done card predictions and, foretelling of the future in so many different ways. You could say, I predicted your card because your card is in my wallet, or I predicted this card because if you look really closely at the Joker, he's holding a little copy of your card, or I predicted your card and it's written down on the backside of this card or the backside of this envelope, or it's tattooed on my arm. Like, there's lots of ways we can do a card reveal. The NFC bracelet, you can work with somebody's cell phone, and it could be somebody else's cell phone. Like, they pick the card, they select it, it's lost back in the deck, and you say the bracelet is going to work with your brain and this deck. They work together, they take out their own phone, they tap your bracelet, and their phone tells them the name of the card, and they don't need an app, they don't need a special .com, there's no fake version of Google they have to go to, it's instantaneous. They tap their phone to your bracelet, and immediately they see the card reveal. Let's talk about this trick. All right, so yes, you get a marked deck in the box, right? Marked deck in the box. It is a fully marked deck, and when I say that, I gotta talk about all the different markings so you know exactly what you're getting. I will say that this is a coded deck. These are not reader backs. They're not reader backs. It is a code. It is a code you need to decipher, but it's not a hard code, okay? And I would say this deck is more inspired by the DeLand $100 deck. Or was it the $1 deck? It's the 100 deck. If you ever had that one, you know that it's kept in a deck stack, and then there's like 100,000 markings on it that you have to decipher. Phill Smith took that idea and he modernized it, and he made a deck that you and I could actually read. The DeLand $100 deck is a bear. This deck you can read. Okay, so let's talk about the markings on the back. From just looking at the top card, all right, so this is a cyclical stack. You can cut this deck 100 times, and whenever you look at the top card, you'll know what the top card is. You'll know what the bottom card is. In fact, you'll know the cards at the top of the top 12 positions. You'll also know the position of any named ace in the deck. Anybody can shout out any ace, and you'll be able to count down to it. You'll know the position of the pair of the top card. So let's say the top card is a 3 of clubs. By looking at it, you'll know where the 3 of spades is in the deck. And it'll also have a secret mark that'll tell you exactly what card you could spell to. So for instance, if you cut to any card and the top card says 4 of spades, then you know that from this starting position, you could count to the 4 of spades. Now, what does the wristband do? Well, the wristband will read any NFC-enabled phone, which is near-field communication. And really, it's pretty much any modern phone. Your uncle's flip phone, probably not. But anything else, it'll read. And you can edit it if you have an NFC editor, which means even though it comes with a 9 of diamonds force, you could make it say anything you want. That means technically, you could do this trick back to back. If you were able to go off, reprogram the bracelet, which is really fast, you can do it with your cell phone, come back, do the same trick for somebody else, and the bracelet would give a different reveal to a different spectator, especially if you knew how to do a second force so the trick didn't look the same. You could do this trick twice. Is it well made? It is well made. I pressured Phill Smith to ask him who made these cards because I could tell these cards weren't made by anyone I had recognized. So, and he doesn't say who makes the cards, and I tried. I tightened the screws, I tried, I asked him, I said, hey, who made these cards? He was reluctant to tell me, but they are still good quality cards, and the bracelet's fun. The bracelet will not track your steps, so, and it looks like a weird Fitbit, but it doesn't track your steps. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? You'll get a couple, actually. One is 48 minutes long, and it's the instructions. And the second video is about the band, and that's 3 minutes. It's all one camera shot. It's Phill in his workout/music shed. He gives you an intro, and then you'll see the live performance from his Kickstarter. And then a big bulk of this is really how to read the markings, because there's a lot. You know, when I listed all those markings, you have to know where all those are, and so that takes some time. The deck is rotationally symmetrical, though, so if when you cut the deck, you end up moving things around, it's fine. The markings are two-way. He'll talk about forcing the card and the NFC bracelet. He'll reference some false shuffles you can do to keep everything in stack. He'll talk about the trick that he performed for Kickstarter, and then what kind of tricks you could do for real spectators. And then he's going to close by teaching you the 9 of diamonds force that you would use with the bracelet. The second video is for the NFC activated phone. He'll talk about reading the data on the chip and how to download the NFC Tools app so that you can make your own forces. Pocket space, it's just the deck and the bracelet. And really, the bracelet goes around your wrist. It takes up no pocket space at all. The deck is a standard deck. There's no mechanics or microchips or anything inside it. It's just paper, and you could use this deck for anything. Okay, use it for anything, any card trick, any marked deck trick that you already know. And as far as inspectability goes, nobody can read these markings but you. Even if you told somebody, these are marked cards. Even if you told a magician, these are marked cards, they could not read the markings, let alone find them. So how are the angles? There are no angles. There are no angles. These markings cannot be deciphered without knowing how to do it. That said, how much practice does it require? I guess it all depends on your familiarity with marked cards, right? If you already do some marked deck work, maybe you've had the marksman before in the past or the code before in the past, I would say definitely there's some borrowing there. Certainly, like I said, borrowing from the lands deck. So I couldn't tell you how much practice because I don't even know what tricks you're going to do with this. Literally, it's a standard deck, right? It's a standard deck. You could do any trick with this you wanted. And then combining it with the bracelet, I think it's a lot of fun. How much setup and reset is there? It is a deck stack, and it is a familiar deck stack. It is a deck stack that you've been told about before. What are the positives? The positives are the markings are not hard to read. On some coded decks, personally, I've kind of shied away from coded decks because of the memorization that it takes, right? And then the location. Sometimes I haven't been a big fan of coded decks. I personally don't use coded decks because I have really bad eyesight. And so I kind of need something that's a little bit more visual. But I will say, I did show this system to my wife, who does not do marked deck work, right? But she was able to read the marks. As soon as I told her where they were and how to read them, she was able to deal to any card and read the back, no problem. Plus, what a creative way to reveal a card, right? Phill Smith's mind is just, he's in a new, yeah. I didn't say anything there. Phill Smith is brilliant, and I love his work. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? The negative for me, I felt was, and maybe by the time I say this out loud, Phill Smith's already fixed it, but there's no close-ups of the cards. And so when he's talking about markings, you kind of need that, especially with a marked back that you and I have never seen before. It'd have been nice maybe even to get a PDF that said, like with arrows, like here it is, here it is, here it is. You do get a card that references where things are, but I think some of us who are more visual learners, a big, nice, fat close-up of the card with arrows that said like, this is this, this is this, this is this. I would have liked that. All right, that's everything I can say about the Neural Miracle from Phill Smith. Like I said, you can find this at miscellaneousmiracles.co.uk. I purchased this with my own money. You can get it for 42 bucks American. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. But wait, are you not getting enough magic orthodoxy in your life? Not getting enough of your very favorite magic reviews? Good news, you can join this channel. That's right, you can join Magic Orthodoxy for only $1.99 a month. $1.99 gives you access to 8 brand new videos every single month. 8 new videos that are unseen by the rest of the world. You will have exclusive access to them. Plus, if you join right now for $1.99, you'll get access to over 100 videos that are already in the membership section. That's right, 100 videos. What kind of content? Even more magic videos, top 10 lists, best of the year, head-to-head magic tricks, and my exclusive thoughts on performance and theory. 2 extra videos every single week, $1.99. Just scroll down to where it says Magic Orthodoxy. There's a button next to it that says join. Click the join button and it'll walk you through a series of menus that'll hook you up and get you access today.